Sometimes, tech news isn't just about a new gadget or the latest app, it's about a fundamental shift in how we connect as humans, how we reach out to each other, and how we build bridges across distances. Today's story is one of those rare moments when technology changes not just what we do, but who we can become together. On July 12, 2025, Ukraine makes history as the first country in Europe to access Starlink's direct-to-cell service. This is a milestone not just for Ukraine, but for the entire continent, and perhaps the world. It's a leap forward that could redefine what it means to be connected in the 21st century. What does this mean in practical terms? It means that your everyday smartphone, yes, the one in your pocket right now, can connect directly to a satellite orbiting above. No need for bulky satellite phones, no extra antennas, no complicated setup. Just your phone and the open sky. Imagine a world where mobile dead zones simply disappear, where you can travel across the vast Ukrainian countryside, through forests, mountains, or even war-torn areas, and never lose your signal. That's the promise Starlink is bringing to life. As long as you can see the sky, you're connected. It's a simple idea, but one with profound implications, especially for people living in rural areas, or those caught in emergencies where traditional networks fail. For Ukraine, this isn't just about convenience or faster downloads, it's about survival. In times of crisis, when infrastructure is damaged or destroyed, being able to reach loved ones, call for help, or access vital information can mean the difference between life and death. In a country facing the harsh realities of war and ongoing infrastructure challenges, staying connected is more than a luxury, it's a lifeline that keeps families together and communities informed. This breakthrough is possible thanks to a partnership between Starlink and Kyivstar, Ukraine's largest mobile operator. By joining forces, they're not just providing a service, they're setting a new standard for what's possible in telecom. Ukraine now stands at the forefront of global telecom innovation, pioneering a new era of mobile internet that could inspire countries everywhere to rethink their own connectivity strategies. This isn't just about one nation's progress, it's a blueprint for the world. If it can work here, under the most challenging conditions, it can work anywhere. Starlink's service challenges the old model of relying solely on cell towers. It adds a new, resilient layer of connectivity that can withstand disasters, power outages, and even deliberate attacks on infrastructure. This is about resilience, about ingenuity, and about the power of looking up, literally, to the stars for solutions when the ground beneath us is uncertain. Soon, millions of Ukrainians will have a connection that's hard to break, even in the toughest times. It's a promise of stability, of hope, and of a future where no one is left behind. We're witnessing a tech story that could define not just this year, but the decade, a moment when the world sees what's possible when innovation meets necessity. The world is watching closely, eager to see if this bold experiment succeeds. Because if it does, it could change the way billions of people connect, work, and live. This is more than a tech upgrade. It's a revolution in how we stay connected. For Ukraine, it's hope, resilience, and a step toward a brighter, more connected future. For the world, it's a glimpse into the future, a future where borders and barriers matter less, and connection is always within reach. The era of being out of range may finally be coming to an end. Imagine never having to worry about losing signal, no matter where you are. The world is holding its breath to see how this unfolds. Will this be the moment that changes everything? This is a big deal, and it's only the beginning. Let's break down the tech. Starlink's direct-to-cell is a revolutionary service that allows your regular 4G or 5G smartphone to connect directly to a satellite no matter where you are. Imagine being able to send a message or make a call, even when you're far from any cell tower, deep in the countryside or traveling through remote areas. There's no need for a special phone, no extra antennas, and definitely no bulky gear. You just use your everyday device, the same one you already have in your pocket or bag. Here's how it works. Starlink satellites orbiting high above the Earth act like cell towers in space. They pick up your phone's signal, even if you're miles from the nearest ground-based tower, and relay it back down to the terrestrial network. So, when you're out of range of traditional cell towers, maybe hiking in the Carpathians or driving through rural Ukraine, your phone automatically connects to Starlink's satellite network, keeping you in touch. The transition is seamless. You don't have to change any settings or press any buttons. Your phone just works, wherever you are, as if nothing has changed. The secret behind this is Starlink's massive constellation of low Earth orbit satellites. With thousands of satellites circling the planet, the network offers lower latency and a much more responsive connection than traditional satellite systems. These advanced satellites use powerful, focused antennas to beam signals directly to your phone, ensuring a strong and reliable connection, even in the most isolated places. Starlink's system is designed to complement, not replace, existing ground networks. It fills in the gaps, eliminating dead zones and providing coverage during emergencies or natural disasters, especially in rural or hard-to-reach areas. By partnering with local carriers like Kyivstar, Starlink creates a hybrid network, fast and reliable on the ground and truly universal from above, so you're always connected. The goal isn't to compete with city speeds, but to make sure you're never truly disconnected, no matter where life takes you, whether you're in a bustling city or a remote village. That's the magic of Starlink direct-to-cell, bringing the world closer together, one connection at a time. This revolution in Ukraine is powered by a groundbreaking partnership between Starlink and Kyivstar, two giants coming together to transform how people connect across the country. Their collaboration is not just about technology, it's about bridging gaps and ensuring that no matter where you are, you're never truly out of reach. The rollout is happening in carefully planned phases. The first phase focuses on text messaging, enabling every Kyivstar user to send SMS, MMS, or use messaging apps from virtually anywhere, even in the most remote or rural locations. This means that whether you're in a bustling city or a quiet countryside, you can stay in touch with loved ones and access vital information. In times of crisis, the ability to send a simple "I'm okay" message can be absolutely life-changing. It brings peace of mind to families and helps emergency responders coordinate more effectively, making a real difference when it matters most. This initial stage is all about ensuring reliability and stability before moving on to more data-heavy services. By perfecting the basics first, Starlink and Kyivstar are laying a strong foundation for the future of connectivity in Ukraine. Looking ahead to next year, Phase 2 will introduce voice calls and mobile broadband. This means making calls, browsing the web, attending online classes, and even streaming videos will all be possible via satellite, opening up new opportunities for education, business, and entertainment. The real test will be the network's ability to handle thousands of users at once, especially during peak times or emergencies. This is where the true strength of this hybrid system will shine. Integration is designed to be seamless. Your phone will automatically use Kyivstar towers when they're available, and instantly switch to Starlink satellites when you move out of range, so you never lose connection. Billing and customer support remain with Kyivstar, making the experience feel like a natural extension of your current plan. You won't have to juggle multiple accounts or worry about complicated changes. This hybrid approach means you truly get the best of both worlds. No need to choose between satellite and cellular. It's about flexibility, reliability, and always being connected, wherever life takes you. The result is a unified, resilient network that brings people together and supports everyone, from city dwellers to those in the most isolated villages. That's how Starlink and Kyivstar are truly changing the game, by making sure every Ukrainian has the power to connect, communicate, and thrive in a new digital era. Ukraine's telecom infrastructure has been under attack since the war began. Cell towers, cables, and power stations destroyed. In these conditions, communication is essential for safety, coordination, and staying in touch. Traditional networks are vulnerable. Knock out a tower, and the area goes dark. Starlink's standard terminals have helped, but they require hardware and power. Direct-to-cell puts resilient connectivity in everyone's pocket, using the phones they already own. First responders, families, and remote communities now have a lifeline that's hard to disrupt. This isn't just about disaster recovery, it's about hope, normalcy, and keeping society together. Starlink and Kyivstar are delivering more than tech, they're strengthening Ukraine's social fabric. In a crisis, that's priceless. Let's compare. Traditional mobile networks rely on a web of cell towers and cables. Great in cities, but fragile and expensive to expand. Knock out a tower, and you lose coverage. Rural and remote areas often get left behind. Starlink's direct-to-cell flips the script. Satellites in orbit aren't vulnerable to ground disruptions. Coverage is global, resilient, and not tied to local infrastructure. The trade-off? Satellite can't match city speeds or bandwidth, at least not yet. The initial focus is on text, voice, and basic data, not HD streaming. But it's the ultimate backup. When ground networks fail, Starlink keeps you connected. It's not a replacement, but a powerful complement. The future of mobile networks is hybrid. ground and sky working together. For Ukraine, that means never being truly disconnected. For the world, it's a new standard for resilience. The safety net is now in space. That changes everything. Why launch in Ukraine? Because the need is urgent and the stakes are high. War has made resilient communication a necessity, not a luxury. Ukraine's government and military have already proven they can rapidly adopt new tech like Starlink. This partnership is built on trust, speed, and a shared goal, keeping people connected under extreme pressure. For Starlink, Ukraine is the ultimate test case. If it works here, it works anywhere. Success here is a powerful story for the rest of Europe and the world. It's also a statement of support technology as a tool for sovereignty and resilience. Ukraine isn't just surviving, it's leading. Ukraine's Starlink launch is Europe's test drive for the future of mobile networks. Other countries are watching closely. This is the blueprint for integrating satellite and cellular. The implications are huge, especially for disaster response. When ground networks fail, satellites keep people connected. Rural areas and adventurers will finally see the end of dead zones. For mobile operators, partnering with Starlink is a faster, cheaper way to reach 100% coverage than building more towers. This move sparks competition. Expect more satellite partnerships and innovation across Europe. Consumers win, better coverage, more options, and lower prices. Ukraine is setting a new standard for connectivity. The rest of Europe will have to catch up. The sky is now part of the network. Ukraine's launch is just the start for direct-to-device satellite comms. Today it's text and voice, but soon high-speed video calls and streaming from anywhere on Earth. This tech will power the Internet of Things, connecting sensors, vehicles, and devices in the most remote places. Imagine cars, planes, and ships with built-in satellite links, always online, anywhere. For autonomous vehicles, this kind of connectivity is critical. The future is a seamless mesh. Your device switches between Wi-Fi, 5G, and satellite without you noticing. Ubiquitous connectivity will change how we live, work, and travel. The work in Ukraine is the first step toward that future. Soon, your location won't limit your connection. The world is about to get a lot smaller. Starlink's direct-to-cell launch in Ukraine is a defining tech moment of 2025. For Ukraine, it's a lifeline, resilient, modern, and empowering in a time of crisis. It's a symbol of innovation and hope, showing the world Ukraine is building a stronger future. By leading this rollout, Ukraine sets the pace for digital transformation in Europe. The end of mobile dead zones is here. Connectivity is becoming a universal utility. This success will push global adoption and force competitors to innovate. It's a reminder technology's true power is solving real human problems. Starlink in Ukraine is about connection, safety, and building a better tomorrow. This isn't just a big deal for Ukraine, it's a big deal for everyone. The future of connectivity starts now.